There is only one who can do anything amazing. There is only one who can do anything so amazing. His name is Jesus. He is the strongest. His name is Jesus, and he is oh so good. Oh, anything he can do, anything. Yes, it's true. Anything he can do, anything. He is amazing. Anything he can do, anything. Yes, it's true. Anything he can do, anything. He is amazing. Oh, 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 oh. He is amazing, and he can do anything. There is only one who loves me like he does, like he does. There is only one who loves me like he does, no matter what. His name is Jesus. He is the strongest. His name is Jesus, and he is oh so good. Oh, anything he can do, anything. Yes, it's true. Anything he can do, anything. He is amazing. Anything he can do, anything. Yes, it's true. Anything he can do, anything. He is amazing. He is the very best. No one is bigger. He is the very best. No one is stronger. He is the very best. No one is greater. He is Jesus. He is Jesus. He is the very best. No one is bigger. He is the very best. No one is stronger. He is the very best. No one is greater. He is Jesus. He is Jesus. Oh, anything he can do, anything. Yes, it's true. Anything he can do, anything. He is amazing. Anything he can do, anything. Yes, it's true. Anything he can do, anything. He is amazing. Oh, 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 oh. He is amazing, and he can do anything. Oh, 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 oh. He is amazing, and he can do anything.
Who? You know what time it is?
Time to hear a story full of wonder. There's so much fun we'll have learning together. So let's go down to the clubhouse with Ollie and his friends. Let's go down to the clubhouse where wonder never ends at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai. Lucy told us all this amazing stuff about outer space. So, my friends and I decided to decorate the whole clubhouse to look like outer space. And we're playing Out of This World. This is Saturn. It's one of the planets in outer space, and it has these cool rings all around it. Wow. Look, I'm pretending to be Saturn, and these are my rings. Let's see if I can make them twirl. Do you know what else is in space? Stars. Manny has been learning all about them. He made these amazing glittery stars to hang in the clubhouse. They are so cool. I love how all of my friends each did something to help decorate the clubhouse, so we can play Out of This World.
Who?
It's Holly.
Hello, Kai. Who? Visiting the stars, are you?
Yes, my friends and I are pretending we're in outer space. Everybody's helping decorate the clubhouse.
Friends can do amazing things. It's true. there are friends who help in the Bible too. Listen to this story. Just follow me through. Hoo, hoo.
Follow me through, follow me through. Ollie's got a Bible story for me and you.
Well, hello, friends. Welcome to the Cupcake Food Truck. I'm Aisha. It's so good to see you today. I've been working on making the most out of this world amazing cupcakes. Do you want to see them? Great. Ta-da! Get it? Out of this world? Because they're planets and stars? You didn't come for the planet cupcakes, you came for a story. And boy, do I have one for you. If you're ready for the story on the count of 3, yell, "Tell me a story." 1, 2, 3. Tell me a story. Okay, so today's true story from the Bible is once again an amazing story about Jesus. There he is! There's Jesus! Now, there are so many amazing things about Jesus. He's God's son, he's an amazing teacher, and today we'll see Jesus do something no one else could do. Check this out. One day, Jesus came to town, and when people heard he was there, they came running. Watch out! That's a lot of people in one little house. They were just so excited to see Jesus, but they weren't the only ones. There was this man who was carried by 4 of his friends because he couldn't walk. When the man and his friends heard Jesus was in town, they wanted to go see him. They knew he could do amazing things, but the house was full of people and they could not get in the front door. What do you think the friends did? Do you think they gave up and went home? Or do you think they found a way inside? Yes, they found a way inside. They decided to climb up on the roof. All right, everyone, pretend you're climbing. Okay, we made it. Good job. Now, they're on the roof. How are they going to get their friend inside? They need to dig a hole in the roof. Everybody, dig a hole with me. The friends dug a hole in the roof and lowered the man to Jesus. When Jesus saw how much the man and his friends believed that he could help, Jesus did something amazing. Jesus told the man to get up and walk. And he did! Jesus made him all better. All the people who were there were amazed. Show me your amazed face. They said, "We have never seen anything like this. Jesus is God's son and can do things no one else can do. He is out of this world amazing." Did you like the story? If you did, give it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Hey there, Ollie. Tell me, who is amazing?
Jesus is amazing. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Tell me, who is amazing?
Jesus is amazing. That's the truth, friends. You better believe it. Bye.
So there's your story, and it's all true. Some friends carried a man, so Jesus could help him in amazing ways too.
Thanks, Ollie.
Goodbye to you. Hoo, hoo.
Jesus is amazing. I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it?
Got it!
Good. Jesus is so amazing. I think I'm going to go see my friends so I can tell them all about this story. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Everyone who heard him was amazed. Luke 2:47. Everyone who heard him was amazed. Luke 2:47.
Hello, everybody. I am Pam, and I want to welcome you to week 2 of our Kids Church series called Rules for Life. Were you here last week? Did you watch the first week of Rules for Life? Well, we are trying to get the idea that life has rules like a board game, instructions, so that life is a little bit easier, right? And so that you can have lots of fun while you play the game. Wow, all those rules are inside this big book called the Bible. Now, do you remember the rules from last week? That was kind of a tricky week. There were like 2 rules in one. I'm gonna put my Bible down for a second. There were 2 rules. Can you remember them? Shout them out. Okay, one was to love God and to love others, right? This is probably the most important lesson or rule or instruction for life that God gave us in the Bible. That's probably why it goes first. This week we're going to do another one, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We're going to read a story from our Bible. So if you want to pause and go and get your Bible, you can read along with me. Okay, do you have your Bible? Excellent. We are going to turn to the book of Luke. Luke is in the second half. We sometimes call that the New Testament. It is the third chapter, not the third chapter, the third book. Matthew, Mark, Luke. All right, Luke 12. If you need more time, you can pause it. Luke 12, 13 to 21, and we're going to read the story of the rich fool. That's what it says, the rich fool, the story of the rich fool. Are you ready? Someone in the crowd spoke to Jesus. "Teacher," he said, "tell my brother to divide the property with me." Jesus replied, "Friend, who made me a judge or an umpire between you?" And then he said to them, "Watch out. Be on your guard against wanting to have more and more and more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has." So then Jesus told them a story. He said, "A certain rich man's land produced a very large crop." So for those of you who are not farmers, a crop is like a big amount of stuff that you grew in your field. It's a good thing. Back then it meant you could make a lot of money. He thought to himself, "What should I do? I don't have any place to store all of my crops." Then he said, "This is what I'll do. I'm going to tear down my barns and build bigger barns. I will store my extra grain in them. And then I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain stored away for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, have a good time." But God said to him, "You foolish man, tonight I will take your life away from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? That is how it will be for whomever stores things away for themselves but is not rich in the sight of God." That's kind of an interesting story. So the guy, the rich fool, they called him, that's what the Bible called him. He had lots, but then he grew lots and he needed more barns just to put all his stuff in. I guess you could kind of compare that to a house too. You have lots of stuff and it doesn't fit in your house. Sometimes we get bigger houses when we don't maybe need them. So I'm not going to tell you what the bottom line is just yet, the rule for life today, but I'm going to ask you about it again at the end. So my question for you right now is, why might God give you lots of something?
Hi, I'm Erica. You ever play concentration? Or some people call it memory.
My friends and I play it all the time. I'm the best at it.
The object, if you don't already know the rules, is to find two cards that match. Boom! So, my friends and I have added a rule. Anytime you make a match, you
Get candy! Candy, 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 candy.
What can I do? It's a rule, and rules are part of life. Yes! You've got to talk about rules when you're talking about responsibility. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you. Of course, the rules don't say I have to eat candy every time I get a match. So, usually, I save it for later. This is what I've won so far. I mean, what can I say? I know how to pick 'em. My friends are like, you're too good at this game. Give us some candy. And I'm like, get your own. I might have a problem. No. Today's story is one that Jesus told about a man who had a little problem with sharing. Who knows what that's like? I'll see you in a bit. Mine.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 12, verses 13 through 21.
Everywhere Jesus went, large crowds followed him. Some really wanted to learn and change. Some were just curious. Others, like the religious leaders, listened to Jesus' words so they could trap him with tricky questions. But there were some people who just wanted Jesus to back them up, to tell them that their way was the right way. One of these was a man, we'll call him Ezra.
Teacher! Hey! Teacher!
Ezra's demand was loud enough that everyone stopped talking to look at him.
Are you gonna let me through or what?
Ezra shoved through the crowd, dragging another man behind him, his brother.
Teacher, you've got to tell my brother here that he has to divide the family property with me.
Ezra's brother looked like he wanted to sink straight into the ground. Jesus turned to Ezra.
Friend, who made me judge or umpire between you?
People listen to you. I thought you could, just settle this. Tell my brother I'm right.
Watch out. Be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has.
That is not what I asked.
Jesus didn't argue with the man. Instead, he told a story, a parable. If he had told this story today, it might sound just a little something like this. There once was a rich man whose field grew a fantastic crop of grain. Perhaps it was corn. His manager brought him the good news.
Sir, we're set to bring in a bumper harvest of cobs and kernels.
Yes! Go me!
Oh, well, your employees did an excellent job of preparing the fields.
Go me!
And there was a lot of sunshine.
Go me!
And just the right amount of rain.
Go me!
Yes, go you.
Harvest the crop at once!
Well, we're working on that. There's just a little problem.
Problem? Who messed up? Fire them at once!
Oh, no. It's a good problem. You don't have enough barn space to store all your grain.
I'm just too successful. Go me.
Well, I was thinking you could share some of the grain.
Share it.
Well, yes. Some extra bushels for your employees, maybe give some of it away, popcorn for all the kids in town, hold a cornbread festival for everyone.
But it's all mine.
Oh, yes, Yes, it is.
I know. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I can store up all the extra grain for myself.
Oh.
See to it. I want those new barns up by the time the corn harvest is in.
Yes, sir.
The old barns were torn down and brand new, bigger barns were built.
Perfection. Is the corn harvest complete?
Yes, sir. All finished.
Excellent. Have the men store it all in these new barns immediately.
But they're so tired.
I said immediately.
Yes, sir.
At last, the rich man's entire corn crop was stored in his shiny new barns. He settled back in a comfy deck chair and surveyed his property as the sun set.
Go me! Self, you've done pretty well for yourself. You got grain stored away for a lot of years to come.
He popped a gourmet corn chip into his mouth.
Self, take it easy. Eat, drink, and live it up.
You foolish man.
The rich man nearly choked on his chip.
Excuse me?
The rich man looked around, but he could see no one. He was entirely alone.
Oh, great. Is this supposed to be some God moment where I discover what I've been doing wrong?
That's exactly what it was.
You foolish man. Tonight I will take your life away from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?
Could we come up with a different ending to this story?
But there was no way out for the rich man. He had chosen to focus only on what he could keep for himself. Jesus wrapped up his parable by explaining,
That is how it will be for whoever stores things away for themselves, but is not rich in the sight of God.
We don't know how Ezra responded, but maybe, just maybe, he started worrying less about getting more of his family's stuff. Maybe he started to care a little more about sharing what he did have with his brother.
Jesus told the story of a rich man. He had more than enough food for himself to eat, and he kept it all. Every last grain. Don't misunderstand me. There's nothing wrong with saving. It's good to save your allowance money for that new toy you want. It's good to save candy for later instead of eating it all at once. But saving wasn't the problem with the rich man. No. His problem was his heart. He loved himself and his stuff more than he loved other people. And that's not good, because people are always more important than stuff. You see, I can't say that I'm a follower of Jesus if I'm going to be selfish with the things I have. Those things don't match. It's our responsibility to share with others, and we all have something we can share. Maybe you have time to share, or money, or candy. You're going to have all kinds of chances in your life to share with someone who has less than you. Don't miss your chance. Here's a rule for life to remember today. Share what you have. I've got candy to share next time I see my friends. I've got clothes I don't wear anymore that I could donate. And I've got time if anyone wants to play concentration with me later. Although I warn you, I'm pretty much the best at it. See you next time. I'll save you some candy.
So earlier on, I asked you a question. It was, why might God have given you lots of something? Did you come up with an answer? Maybe you figured it out by watching all of the stories today. But the answer is so that we can share what we have with other people. So last week's rules were, do it with me, love God, love others, and this week we're gonna do share what we have. God might put lots of things in your life so that you can share them with other people. Maybe you have lots of shoes. Maybe you have lots of toys. Maybe you have lots of clothes. Maybe you have lots of money. The reason God allows us to have lots of things is so that we can share them with other people. So that's what I want you to do right now. I want you to think really hard about what you and your family can share with others.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for another round of Life-Size Hungry Hippos? Let's bring out our players!
Woo! I won't chew! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bing bong.
Players, take your positions.
I'm ready. You ready, chicken? All right. Here we go, panda. Show them what we're made of. Oh yeah, that's good center of gravity.
Get ready. Get set. Go!
Gotcha! Ha! Yes! Yes! All of them! Mine, not
And
yours!
they're
I am better!
grabbing the spheres.
I am superior! You are not! Oh,
Steven's looking like he's ahead. Oh, Lawson's really moving across the floor.
Come on, here we go, come on!
They're neck and neck.
Soccer ball, chicken!
And
You're on the right!
all the way across the floor, the panda's really raking him across the coals. Steven's moving for the last big one.
I got the big ball! Basketball, basketball, basketball! Yeah! You got the, where was that one? I didn't see.
Steven wins!
Woo! That's not fair, I didn't even see the big one. Fine. Look at that. I'll spot you a point. You can have that one. I didn't want it anyway.
Because he won.
That's a good one. Okay,
What's next?
what's up?
Now it's time for Life-Size Jumanji.
Nope, I'm out. Hey everybody, I'm Lawson.
And I'm Steven. Welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Oh, well, look at that. A comic book falling from the sky. It's a literary miracle.
Yeah, more like a out-of-control comic book collection.
What? No. Don't say that. They'll hear you.
Who? The drawings? Okay, seriously, Lawson, can you please explain what's going on here?
What, a guy can't like comics?
This is not liking comics. This is preventing us from being able to do literally anything on the show today.
Not true!
Look, these comics are all the same.
Yeah, Frog Defenders of Saturn, issue number 106.
It says 109.
It's a misprint, and that's what makes it more valuable.
Wait a minute, are you telling me that all of these are Frog Defenders of Saturn, issue 109?
106.
Why?
Because they're mine, Steven. They're all mine!
But if they're all yours, that means nobody else can have one.
Precisely!
How much did all this cost you?
A lot.
And you think this is a wise investment?
Oh yeah, no, my investment coach is completely on board with my fiscal choices.
What? How do you know the word fiscal? And also, your investment coach?
Yes. Why don't you welcome someone who knows stuff? Welcome to the show, Mr. Moneybags!
Hello there, Lawson. Greetings, Stephen.
Hello, Mr.
Moneybags, that is correct. I love money.
You ever play Monopoly?
Oh, I love having monopolies.
Oh. Okay, well, we know who you are, so why don't you tell us what you know?
Oh, of course, it's all in the name, my boy. It's all in the name.
That's my friend. You're gonna have to be more specific.
I know money! Bags and bags of money. With money, anything you want is yours for the taking and for the keeping. Remember that, Lawson, my boy?
Exactly right. Yes, and I've been applying what you taught me to my comic book collection.
Ooh.
All for me. Yes, it's true. I want all the comics. Show. Oh well, for you.
Ah, bravo, bravo.
Well, that doesn't seem very nice.
Lawson, whenever a friend asks me for a favor, do you know what I tell them?
Oh yeah, I know this one. You say
I tell them no. All right? I tell them no. You don't need friends or favors in this life. Remember that all you need is pennies, quarters, and dollar bills raining from the sky. Those are your real friends.
But you do have friends that are real people, though, right?
Right.
Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. If you consider Mr. Franklin and Mr. Hamilton. Oh, hello there, Mr. Hamilton. Oh, you're looking mighty green today. Well, thank you, Mr. Franklin. Oh, I'll take that as a compliment.
Is this my future?
Oh, by the way, thank you for inventing electricity. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, and thank you for not throwing away your opportunity.
Okay, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
I need more of these.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kellen. Hey, Kellen. What do you have for us today?
Well, today we're looking at a parable that Jesus taught, sometimes called the parable of the rich fool.
Did somebody say rich?
Yeah, I did, Mr.
Mr. Archibald Moneybags, son. Mr. Archibald Moneybags. But you may call me Mr. Moneybags.
Okay, Mr. Moneybags. Clearly you're rich, but the person in the story was also a...
Oh, no, I'd be happy to help you tell your little story there, son. And, mark my words, you won't regret it.
Oh, boy. Well, anyway, a parable, if you didn't know, is a story that has a lesson at the end. Jesus used stories sometimes to help people see what he was talking about in different ways. On this occasion, Jesus was teaching when someone said, "Teacher, tell my brother to give me half the stuff that belongs to our family." Now, they must have been having an argument over something about like who has the most stuff. So Jesus said, "Watch out. Be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has." Then Jesus tells them a story. There once was a rich man.
Boo-yay! Oh, I will add this to the 25 smackaroos I won in that beauty contest.
One year, his land produced a very large crop.
Look at all of my crops. Stupendous. But what should I do? I don't have anywhere to store all of these crops. And there is no way I could use all of these crops in just one season all by myself. What to do? What to do? Light bulb! I will take all of my barns and tear them down. Wait for it. Tear them down. But then build bigger ones. And then I will store all of my crops in these newer, larger barns. Ooh. You know, I have plenty of crops, and these crops are going to last me for a long time. I mean, many, many years, long time. So I should probably just take life a little easy. I suppose I'll just eat and drink and have a really good time.
But God said to him,
You foolish man, tonight I will take your life away from you.
Well-
Then who will get what you have
No.
prepared for yourself?
Oh, my corn! Ah! Now there's so many bulls! Ah! I'm dead.
to be clear, there were no, and I repeat, no inflatable kiddie pools in Jesus' story. But the rich man did die, and he never got to enjoy all the crops he had stored away for himself. Then Jesus said, that is how it will be for whoever stores things away for themselves, but is not rich in the sight of God. The end.
Wow. That was quite the ending.
Yeah, I think the point Jesus was trying to make is that we only have so much time here on earth. Do we want to spend it caring about all the stuff we have? Or do we want to spend our time caring for the people we love?
Yeah. Instead of keeping all the crops to himself, the rich guy could have shared with the people around him.
And I think that's what Jesus meant when he said we should be rich in the sight of God.
I think you're right. And that sounds like my job is done here. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Kellen.
Bye, Kellen. Steven,
Yes, Lawson.
I think I might be hoarding comic books.
Might be?
I don't want to die like the rich fool in Jesus' story. I don't want to end up friendless and alone.
I'm your friend.
Not now, Steven. I have to do something. What should I do? What should I do? I don't... The light bulb. Reveal the question.
What do you have that you can share?
Comic books.
Yeah.
I have so many. You get a comic. You get a comic. You get a comic. You get a comic.
Lawson?
You get a comic.
Thank you.
What do you have that you could share? Could be stuff you have, or you could share your time or your talents.
It's our responsibility to share what we have, and it's one of our rules for life. Share what you have.
Talk about what you have to share with each other.
And we'll see you next week. I'm Steven.
And I'm Lawson.
And this was the So-and-So Show.
Bow, 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 bow.
Hello? It's not about money anymore for me. No, not at all. I'm going to share from now on. Yes. Sharing is caring. I'm going to change my name even. I changed my name. It's not Mr. Moneybags anymore. No. See? It's gone. In fact, my name is Mr. Empty Pockets. That's right. I'm Mr. Empty Pockets now because I give away so much money that my pockets are empty. Hello?